Time is a flat circle, and so is True Detective Season 3. I'm TV Guide Editor-in-Chief Christopher Rosen, and here's what went down during the 4th episode, The Hour and the Day. The plot has thickened, leaving us with shady suspects across all 3 timelines. But let's start with the ending. Brett Woodard, the local junk man and tormented Vietnam vet, was last seen lugging a heavy bag out of a hidden spot in his back shed. Well, as it turns out, it wasn't Julie Purcell's body or any other missing kid in that satchel, but a supply of weaponry, which he's all set to use on the good old boys who seem hell-bent on driving him out of town or worse. The Hour and the Day ends with the confrontation that has been building since the show began, but Brett doesn't seem any more likely to be the murder suspect than he was before.
We coming in if you ain't coming out!
Although he might be murdering a bunch of good old boys by episode 5. 1980 also brings back the specter of Freddy Burns, Black Sabbath fan and potential Satan-worshipping kid killer.
I want to wish you a happy 18th birthday.
Wayne and Roland bring him in for some heavy questioning and stern threats after Freddy's DNA is found on Will's abandoned bike in the woods.
Fellas pitched in and got you life imprisonment and a good possibility of choking in the gas chamber. You shitty old twerp.
Freddy is scared and crying, and while he's definitely a bully, the jury is still out on whether he had anything to do with Will's death. No, the best suspect found in 1980 was not even identified. Remember those scary-ass puppets? Of course you do, they are nightmare fuel. Wayne and Roland track them back to Patty Faber, a quote, dear good woman, who says a black man bought $10 off of her at a local fair just before Halloween.
I think he said he had nieces and nephews.
But also maybe the same unidentified black man who was previously seen driving around Devil's Den with a white woman. Then there's Lucy Purcell. We know she's dead by the time 1990 rolls around, but in 1980,
this wasn't a very happy home.
Will and Julie's mother has an intense confrontation with Amelia and says at least one thing that should stand out to viewers.
I've got the soul of a whore.
No, not that she has a soul of a whore, but rather,
children should laugh.
If that sounds familiar, it's because it's the same phrase that was found on the patched together note the Purcell family received to confirm Julie is alive.
What's it mean?
Lucy's creepy cousin Dan, you remember him as the guy who drilled a peephole in the wall to spy on his family members? Well, he's turned up dead too. In 2015, Eliza, the true criminal director, tells Wayne that Dan was found in a quarry after going missing sometime around 1990. And what to make of Eliza? When Wayne comes to see her, there are 2 wine glasses on her bedside table, and she seems pretty flustered.
Nobody interrupt anything.
No, I'm alone.
Theory alert, Eliza and Wayne's son Henry, who it turns out is a cop, are having an affair. Why are they both hiding this from Wayne? And to pull out a bigger tinfoil hat, what if True Criminal is just an elaborate front to get Wayne to open up about the case he forgot and not actually a true crime series at all? Is David Fincher's The Game the real key to understanding True Detective Season 3? So if I were a True Detective, who would my prime suspect be this week? Based on her interaction with Amelia,
What kind of woman hates the only things that ever showed her love?
it feels like Lucy has jumped up on the leaderboard, especially because it seems obvious that she wrote the note about Julie. Well, what do you think? Let us know in the comments below, and be sure to come back next week when we discuss True Detective Season 3, Episode 5.